Hi, welcome to Listen Up with Miss Jess. I'm Miss Jess, and this is my first video, so I just want you to know that I have notes right here in front of me. You may see me looking down, you may see me even asking a question and then answering it, just so that I can keep the video short and just so that I stay on track with what I want to say. I may set up my videos like that. I don't know, you tell me. Okay, so let's see. Why did I start this channel? Well, I started the channel because I have a lot to say and I don't always have the outlet to say it. This allows me to do that. Who do I want to say things to? Teenagers. I love teenagers. I just love you guys. I think teenagers are the best. I think they're the bee's knees, you know, just because you guys see life in a way that, you know, adults sometimes we forget, you know, sometimes we just do, sometimes we just forget, sometimes we're so far removed, you know, we don't get it, right? It's not only a new not only is there an age gap, but you know, between the generations, right? Your life experience isn't the same as your parents' life experience. How does that work together or not? I think I'm tutting now. Is that how you tut? Probably not. I don't tut. Clearly, I can't do it. I want to, but I'd love to learn. Do one of you know how to do it? Do you want to show me like what to do? Because I don't really know. I don't know. I just know that I like it. Okay, anyway, you might see me do that a bunch of times, like just go way off on an awesome tangent. Now let's reel it back. You see why I need my questions? Okay. So so that's why I started the channel. You know what? Oh, another reason why I started the channel is because I wanted to be another resource. There's not a lot of resources out there for teenagers like that really does talk about what you should know, why you should know it, and then how to implement it, right? That's what I want to do. What you should know, why you should know it, and then how to implement it. Why? Because because you're gonna need that. You're just gonna need that skill, and you need it as a teenager. Hold on while I turn my phone on silent. There we go. You know, and there wasn't a lot specifically on YouTube. You know, I put in the little search, you know, advice for teenagers. I put in guidance counselor advice, you know, and there just wasn't a lot. And what was there wasn't interesting. It didn't look good. It didn't look fun. It didn't look like, if I was a teenager, it definitely did not look like something I would click on. And so I was just like, maybe they're saying something awesome, but I would never know it. And I think that that's how a lot of teenagers feel. So I just want to do something different. Like, I want to give you the information. I want to speak your language, though. I want to talk about the things you guys are actually talking about. I want to speak to the experiences that you're actually having in real time, if possible. Wouldn't that be cool? I want to make a safe space where if you want to, you know, remain anonymous, you can, but we're going to talk about your things, right? I want to help people grow in the direction that they want to go. Do you even know what direction you're going? Did you know you can have a direction as a teenager? Oh my gosh, minds are getting blown right now. Because you guys really truly think your life is like right now. And it isn't until like your junior year of high school that you start thinking about like, there's a future for me. And sometimes for some teenagers that's too late, and honestly it's not always coming from a genuine space. Sometimes it's just because you're doing the things your parents told you to do. But I want you to know that whatever you're doing, it can be totally genuine and it can happen way before your junior year. And then anyway, when you get into college, which I would love to talk about college stuff. Love college. Oh yeah, that's where I started. That's where I started mentoring. I started mentoring while I was in college. And I didn't think I would like it. I really didn't, and I loved it. I fell in love with it to the point where when I graduated, many of the things that I have done since graduating have been to counsel, mentor, guide, inspire, motivate, and sometimes just simply love on young people. It's just what I love to do, which is why you should trust me. Bam, there you go. I have tons of experience doing it professionally. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. And I just want to take that experience and then whoosh, bam, virtually give it to you. And you know, and like I said, I just want to create a space where you not only can like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the little notification button, boop, you know, not only do that, but share you, right? Share your heart. And I would love for parents to do the same thing, you know, and share what they're going through with their teenagers, because it's hard, you know, it's hard to have a teenager. It's hard to have a preteen, a middle schooler, you know, that transition into college. For many families, this is difficult, you know, growing up a human is hard to do, okay? I'm growing up a human. I have, you know, a preteen, and it's tricky. Even with all of my knowledge, it's still tricky, okay? Knowledge don't make it easier, you know? Woo-hoo, it really doesn't. It's helpful. You know how to, you know, you're a little bit more prepared, you know? Things aren't always catching me off guard, but still, I have to be in those tough moments, right? And so parents, I get it. I understand it's hard sometimes. And so I want to be a resource to you too, not just your teenager, as much as possible, okay? And that's really all I wanted to say, you know. I have a question here about how am I going to get my research, or how am I going to get my content? Dumb word. You know, really it's ideas, right? How am I going to get ideas, not just from you guys, right? But I am going to do research, right? I'm going to read things, and I'm going to try my best to talk about research-based things that we know work, but just say it in a way that you are going to understand, that you're going to grab it, right? And take it and use it. I'm going to use the experiences of students that I've worked with. I'm going to use the experiences of high schoolers that I currently know and hang out with and chill with, you know, my friends' kids, and my friends as parents, right? And what's on their hearts. My own experience, right, as a teenager, my personal experience as a teenager, my experience parenting a preteen, soon to be teenager, right? And that's how I'm going to be pulling some, you know, my ideas for videos, right? Of course, you know, just life experience, observing people, what works for them, what doesn't work for them, because that's how we learn. We learn from the successes and mistakes of other people, as well as our own successes and mistakes, right? And no stone unturned, people, okay? 99.999% of the time, if you bring it up, I will talk about it. And that point one, is it 0.1 or 0.01? You let me know in the comments. Is it 0.1 or 0.01% that's left? Because I truly don't know. But you let me know in the comments. But that other percentage of the time, and just for things that are just super outlandish, you know, things where it's like, actually you need a real professional to talk to you about it, right? Like a mental health person, which is something that I'm not a mental health person. Or, you know, or sometimes things are simply just left for your parents. However, you know, I will post videos like that. Like, I will just say, look, these are the things that your parents need to tell you. This is what I generally can say, right? But really, this is where your parents come in, and you do need to learn this thing from your parents. I'm not here to replace them. That's not what I want, because like I said, I'm a parent. I would never want somebody to try to replace me, or try to tell my kids something that I might not tell them. No. That doesn't work here. I'm not going for that. Ever. Right? And so because that's how I feel, then I'm going to have to assume that that's how some other parents feel too. There are plenty of parents in the world who are like, no, I just don't want my kids being told any old thing. And so therefore, I'm not going to tell you guys any old thing. I'm just not. So some of the time, you are going to hear me say, hey, Here's some general things I could let you know. But really, you need to ask your parents. And I'm all for that. I'm all for fostering a relationship between kids and parents. You need that bond, you need that relationship, and you need it to be healthy. All right, well, I hope I see you in my next video. My upcoming videos are going to be about quarantine, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.